I have absolutely loved every single makeup product that I have tried from 100% Pure. I've also dabbled in some of their skincare, but today's video is all about their makeup. I'm going to be showing you guys 4 different makeup products from 100% Pure. There's a primer, foundation, lip liner, and lipstick, which are all featured here in this look. So if you want to learn more about that, just keep watching. Okay guys, the first thing that I'm going to do is wipe away this zit cream. Although I know you love looking at me with it on, already much better. So the only thing that I have prepped my skin with so far is a combination of 2 of my favorites. The Kypris Beauty Elixir 1000 Roses. This is perfect for anyone with sensitive skin. If your skin's a little oily, a little dry, perfect even if you have acne prone skin. I use about, I guess, 4 drops of this, and I mix in 4 pumps of the Coola Sunless Tan Anti-Aging Face Serum. What's amazing about this is not only does it give you a gradual, really natural looking tan, but the serum itself is really amazing. It has 70% certified organic ingredients in it, hyaluronic acid, argan oil, vitamin C, a lot of good stuff. So tanning effects aside, this serum from Coola is just, it's amazing. I love using it every day, and I pretty much just use these 2 together in place of a moisturizer. 100% Pure just introduced foundation sampling, which is really great because, you know, most people are buying 100% Pure online. So it's hard to tell just from photos on a screen, you know, what's your best foundation match. So what you can do is buy a set of 4 samples, and I think it's only like $5. And the money that you pay towards the set of samples, you can use towards a full-size foundation. I'm gonna swatch all 4 of these for you guys when I actually get into them. I also have the 100% Pure, sorry. I also have the 100% Pure Mattifying Primer with antioxidants and vitamins featuring seaweed collagen. I have been using this for a while. You can see, unfortunately, the cap is cracked a little bit. I am actually near my end of this, so this is not my first time using it, but I love it, love it, love it. Very healthy to use on your skin, and it provides a very decent priming, smooth base for your makeup. I'm going to start with the primer. The primer is a little bit of a jelly-like consistency. It's a little on the runny side. You do not need a lot of this stuff. And for me, my biggest pores are actually on my cheeks. So I like to mainly focus it in here, tap it in a little bit just to make sure you get it all in there. You can work it down into your throat if you want. Don't forget, with 100% Pure makeup, a lot of the items from them do have skin beneficial ingredients in them. So feel free to drag it down into the neck and upper chest area if you want some of that skin treatment in this area as well. One important thing to note with the primer, you want to let it dry first before you apply anything on top. So when it comes to the foundations, I do not know which will be my ideal shade. I'm a little bit tan right now. In the winter I do get quite pale because I live in Toronto and we just do not get that much sun, hence why I use the sunless tanning drops a lot. I'm gonna swatch all 4 of these, and we'll see which one is my closest match because I'm just honestly not sure at all. The 4 shades that you're seeing here are Golden Peach, Peach Bisque, Sand, and White Peach. Golden Peach at the bottom, Peach Bisque, Sand, which you can hardly see, and White Peach. And then I also swatched them on the underside of my arm because the underside of my arm is, there's not too much sun on it, so it's almost more my natural color if I were not to be tanned. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go in with White Peach because that seems like the safest bet, and we'll go from there. So I'm just going to go in with a beauty blender. I'm not sure if this applies better with a brush, but it's a little bit watery, so I feel like this might be the best applicator to use. You know what, actually seeing this on my face, it's not as unnatural looking as I thought it would be. It actually looks really pretty. This actually looks surprisingly good. I was very skeptical when I swatched this on my arm. I wasn't expecting it to look this nice. It feels really lightweight. I don't know if I would consider this a full coverage. Maybe you can layer with it. So this is the Fruit Pigmented Healthy Foundation in the shade White Peach after one application. Just to experiment with this formula a little bit, I'm going to apply a little bit more of the White Peach in the center of my face, and I'm also going to try out the shade that's one shade deeper, Sand, just to see how it wears. This is just maybe a touch too porcelain for my summer color, so I'm just going to try the sand color mix in with this just to see what it looks like. You know what would be nice if I had their Bamboo Blur setting powder? I feel like that would be perfect to set this with. I do like the sand though, it kind of makes me look like I have been on vacation. So that is the finished foundation application. I have used a base of White Peach with a little bit more White Peach and then sand towards the perimeter of my face. This is actually really pretty. This is a really beautiful foundation. I am actually kind of surprised, to be honest. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting it to finish this beautifully. I'm really impressed. It almost looks like a foundation I used to use by Laura Mercier. It was, I forget what it was called. It was like their heavy duty foundation that actually had like a ball inside, so you'd have to shake the foundation to mix it before you applied it, but it made your skin look perfect. However, the formula was too thick, it would always make me break out, and obviously I only buy cruelty free and I focus on natural now, but the finish of this actually does remind me a little bit of the Laura Mercier foundations I used to use. That's really neat. And honestly, it has dried more matte than I was expecting it to. I guess I thought it would have like more of a dewy finish. I feel like because I have like all these bright lights on around me, there is a little bit of a sheen to it. So I might not even need to set it with that much foundation. Oh, what am I trying to say? I might not need to set it with that much setting powder. I'm really sorry about all the noise coming from outside. The window is actually stuck open, so I can't even shut it if I want to. So I apologize about that. I'm going to be going in with a little bit of the RMS translucent setting powder. RMS is great. There's literally only one ingredient in the setting powder, and that is silica. And I'm honestly just going to concentrate on the areas of my face that I know get a little oily, which are just the tops of my cheeks, around the base of my nose, and across my forehead. And I'm using just the slightest bit of powder here. This is, I don't want to cake it on. This already seems to have a matte finish. So just brushing it on a bit. And a tip I have for you guys, don't forget this area around your mouth and just around your chin. I'm going to try to avoid that dry patch because I don't want to emphasize that, but just here is where you tend to collect a lot of oil around your mouth, and you don't want to look shiny there. So I always put a little bit of setting powder in that area. I'm going to bronze my face just a little bit. What do I want to use here? I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette. What's cool about the light shade in the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze and Glow palette is you can use this wherever you want. I tend to brush it over my cheekbones, under the brow bone, into my tear duct, and I usually run a tiny bit down the bridge of my nose, just here, to add a little bit more depth to that part of my face. Okay, so off camera, I've done my hair, I've thrown on a little bit of glam makeup. If you want to know what's going on with the rest of my makeup, just stick around until the end of the video. I'll be covering the eyeshadow, mascara, eyebrow product, blush that I use to create this full look. But I do want to go ahead and jump back into some more of the 100% pure Fruit Pigmented products. So I have the Creamy Long Last Lip Liner in Pink Brandy, and I also have 2 of the Cocoa Matte lipsticks. This is Pink Canyon and this is Sahara. They actually look very similar in person. I think they look a little different on camera. In my viewfinder, Pink Canyon almost looks a little orange, but in person it's a really beautiful creamy strawberry pink with just the slightest touch of like salmon or orange to it. This is definitely perfect for spring, summer, or if you just want a slightly more noticeable pop of color, but you don't want to go too over the top. Pink Canyon is totally my jam. I love this shade. It is beautiful, but I also want to show you guys Sahara because this is one of my go-to colors for the office. What I like about it is it's a great nude while still making a bit of a statement to it. Now this is more of like a mauve undertone. It's got like a purple or a slight chocolate undertone to it. Now I'm gonna swatch both of these for you guys, but I will say they both pair really nicely with Pink Brandy as a lip liner, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on now. Okay, so now that I have the lip liner down, and you'll notice that it actually goes on very matte. This is a great base for any sort of matte lipstick you may have. Oh, one word of caution. With the matte lipsticks from 100% Pure, these can be slightly on the drying side. So I always put a hydrating lip balm down before I apply these. Of course, the more balm you put down, the sheerer the actual color will look. So if you like more of like a glossy, lip glossy sort of slick look, put down some lip balm, layer this on top. If you want a really like intense matte lip though, just apply this to nude lips and do 2 coats. You'll get a really impactful matte lip color. I'm gonna go ahead and do Pink Canyon first. Okay, and I didn't even need to apply too much of this color. You can see it's really vibrant, really saturated. That was one layer. I just blotted my lips together to make sure it's distributed. I love these lipsticks. They wear so well throughout the day, drinking coffee, eating. They stick around very well for a natural lipstick. That's really impressive. Speaking about sticking around, those foundations were kind of difficult to remove. I'm always shocked by how well 100% Pure formulas last. I really had to work my makeup remover into those swatches to get them off. And the same is true with these matte lipsticks. They leave a little bit of a stain on the lip, but I actually really like that because if I am drinking a latte or I am eating, you know, you still get a lot of color payoff. Even if the product itself has gone away, it makes that transition between, you know, where it's worn off and where it still is sitting less noticeable. I absolutely love the shade Pink Canyon. I just love that it creates this really warm pop of color. And I think it's really flattering to anyone who has olive skin or yellow undertones. There's something about matching that like slight yellow pink or that warmer pink with a warmer skin tone. It just suits me really well. Okay, let me just blot this off and I will be right back. Now this is the shade Sahara. You can see that it's definitely more of a darker 90s toned nude. It has that slight purple chocolate undertone to it. Definitely perfect for more moody looks. I think it's really beautiful with a lot of the fall colors that I have in my wardrobe. And when I get to the warmer months, I tend to gravitate more towards something like Pink Canyon. But you definitely cannot go wrong with either of these shades. They're both beautiful, classic. I think would be flattering on a lot of skin tone. But what's amazing about 100% Pure is they've really come out with a really big range of colors for the Cocoa Matte lipstick line. So if either of these shades aren't quite your jam, go ahead and check out their website. They have a massive, ever-expanding range of colors in these lipsticks. So there's got to be one there that would suit your taste. wrap on this video. I hope that you found it helpful, informative, and if you have any favorite makeup products from 100% Pure that you think I should try, please make sure you let me know in the comment section below. Oh, and also if you enjoy my makeup review videos, just give this video a thumbs up or let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you in my next video.